Hey everybody, welcome back to the Dane Bramage Rocks channel. All right, Eurovision 2025 is upon us. Participants are already being named and there's already videos being dropped and I'm excited for this. So if you follow this channel and you're new here since, let's say, last spring, this is where I usually break from my regularly scheduled program to check out the Eurovision Song Contest. And some of you that might be new to this channel that don't know what the Eurovision Song Contest is, I'm going to introduce it to you. This is my third year doing this contest because I'm actually fascinated by it, and I love it. It's just fun, and I do have a huge following from everyone that does the Eurovision Song Contest. And if you've been following this channel for a while, you know how it's grown, and I've even interviewed some people from that contest, so it's been phenomenal. So what is the Eurovision Song Contest? Well, basically, here's an overview. It's a big contest that's held by European countries plus some other guest countries that are not part of the European nation but are part of the Eurovision broadcast. And basically, the Song Contest is an internationally televised songwriting competition organized by the European Broadcasting Union and featuring participants chosen by EBU member broadcasters representing their countries from across Europe and beyond. Each participation broadcaster has until mid-March to choose a song and an artist to perform it. The song and artist can be selected through a televised national selection show in its internal process or via any other means they decide. Participants then compete at the Eurovision Song Contest, traditionally held in May. The contest format comprises of 3 live shows. You have the semifinal, which is Tuesday evening, the second semifinal, which is Thursday evening, and the grand finale, which is a Saturday night spectacular. And I've watched the last couple years, and it's been absolutely phenomenal. There is a comprehensive set of rules concerning the participation that has evolved over the decades, but the main ones relating to the competition, songs, and artists are: the song must be original and no more than 3 minutes. So although we might see big names that that are probably formerly known and that are out there, they have to have a brand new song. So no one can take like one of their big hits that hit like a Billboard top chart and submit that. It has to be an original song, 3 minutes in length. The lead vocals must be performed live, and you can have no more than 6 participants to take the stage during any one performance. Each show after the songs have been performed, each country will give 2 sets of points: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, and 12 to their favorite songs. One set is given by a jury of 5 music industry professionals from that country, and one set is given by viewers watching the show from that country. Viewers can vote by telephone, text message, or through the official app. Out of fairness, you cannot vote for your own country. So after you do these 2 semifinal votes, all the top people make it to the finals, which happens on Saturday, but there's 5 that make it already. So in the semifinals, only those countries who took part in that specific show and those in non-participating countries, the rest of the world, can vote, along with 2 or 3 the big 5 who are already in the grand finale. Whereas the grand final, all competitive countries and the rest of the world can vote. Also, in the semifinals, only audience televote points are awarded and count towards qualification. The jury scores are retained for backup purposes. At the end of the grand final, the song that has received the most points win the iconic trophy, and it is performed one more time. So what we know this year, there is actually 38 countries that are going to take part, and this is in Basel, Switzerland. And what happens is usually the previous winner from before that year does host the next year. So we know that Nemo from Sweden won last year, so this way this for Switzerland is going to host this year, and it's been going on that for years and years and years, for the exception when the UK hosted a couple years ago. That is only because Ukraine won and couldn't host because of obvious reasons. But after the competitive selection process saw a number of potential host cities narrowed down to Basel and Geneva, Switzerland, third most popular city, won out, and it will host the 69th Eurovision Song Contest. So here we have the 38 participants that are going to be doing it this year. I'm not going to read each one off, but I will leave a link to this Eurovision.tv site, as you can see all the countries that are already known that are going to be in it. 32 to 38 participating broadcasters will compete in the semifinals on Tuesday, 13th, and Thursday, 15th May, and the top 10 from each qualifying from the grand finale on Saturday, 17 May, based on public vote. So those are the dates that we have coming into it. The draw to determine which semifinal they will perform will take place on Tuesday, 28 January. So we still don't know who's coming up and when, but we don't even know what the songs and the contestants are either so far. But the other 5 broadcasters are France, Germany, Italy, Spain, and UK are pre-qualified for the grand finale with the host broadcaster from Switzerland. So we already know those are the 6, the big 5 plus Switzerland, that are going to go ahead and make themselves already into the finals and do not have to perform there. So did anything change? Because I know last year was was very controversial for multiple reasons. Most notably, Europapa, because he was filmed coming off the stage. And anyway, you know the controversy. So here are some of the changes that I found out, and this was just a quick search, to be honest with you. So the EBU created two new positions, the ESC director and the head of brand and commercial. So Martin Green, who was the managing director for 2023 contest, was appointed as the ESC director. There's also going to be an organizational restructure. So the ESC director will oversee the work of the executive supervisor and head of the brand and commercial, and a code of conduct. So this is a big one. A code of conduct for participants and a duty care protocol will be implemented. We'll see about that. No filming zones. And here was that big change. Because of Use Klein last year, behind the scenes filming of the artist will not be permitted without prior approval from the delegation's head of press. And then there will be optimized rehearsed schedules. There will be a welfare producer role. So the welfare producer role will be implemented. They're going to try to cut down the grand finale length to under 4 hours. I guess last year it went on for a long time. I enjoyed it. I didn't think that was a big deal. The voting method will remain the same as the previous year, 50% of the jury voting and 50% of televoting there. And of course, the Eurovision Song Contest will be held in Basel, Switzerland from May 12th to 17th. So that is everything we know about the Eurovision Song Contest. But again, if you're new to this channel, I just want to let you know that from starting actually now until the contest starts, anytime artists or countries go ahead and drop their new song, I will be reacting to it. So it won't be part of the regularly scheduled program that it used to with the rock and heavy metal music from around the world, but will be specifically contour to this content, and I will be following it. And if you're interested to find out more, you can look at my last 2 years of reactions I've done from the Eurovision Song Contest of 2024 and 2023, where a lot of artists I have met from those last 2 years contests, and actually some from before, have been on this channel, and carry them on as I find and listen to some fascinating new artists from around the world. If you guys are here for the journey, I'm excited for it. Thank you so much for checking us out. I'm excited for it. We're going to jump into it. Here we go, Eurovision Song Contest of 2025 held in Switzerland. Hope you all have a wonderful day, and until next time, keep on rocking.